What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I'm going to be covering the League of Legends champion Sett, aka the boss. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down this video into 4 separate parts. So the first part is going to be the champion theme. After that I'm going to actually go into the official League of Legends website and go through the actual bio for Sett. Then I'm going to watch his voice lines, I'm going to watch and read to that. And then finally I am going to watch his champion Spotlight, which covers some of his gameplay. So what I'll do is I'll timestamp every single one, so if there's anyone in particular that you're interested in, you can fast forward to that. So without further ado, let's get into his champion theme. Whoa. Right, already, I love the music. The music already, 18 seconds in, the music's really good. I love this as well. So far, I love how he's always got like a toothpick in his mouth. It makes him look so chilled, but also so dangerous at the same time. Wow. Wow, what a cool skin or outfit that is there. That's nothing like what I've seen in the previous couple of clips as well. He looks like some kind of like underground brawler, doesn't he? Basically he's just a fighter, no weapons. Apart from the knuckle dusters, no weapons. But this here is taking it to the next level, and look at that. It looks like some huge robot as well. If these are people down here, this is some monster, huge robot. I love this design as well, and I love how it's nothing like any of the previous designs as well. So wow, that was good. That was really good. Champion Spotlight, or theme should I say, that was really good. So for me as well, he's basically a brawler, isn't he? He's just not when I say just, but that's what he is. He's a brawler. No weapons, like I said, apart from maybe his knuckle dusters. He just uses his fists. He looks like some kind of street fighter that's obviously maybe made his way up the ranks. I'll find out in the bio. But before I actually move on to the bio, one thing I'll say is my favourite actual costume or skin out of all of them I've seen so far is... in fact, I don't need to move it. It's this one. This is my favourite actual design. I presume it's his original one, but I really like how he looks. I really like the look. I really like what he's wearing, his hair. He's got the toothpick in his mouth, the glove he's wearing, and just the background, the detail of obviously this old guy here and this woman here. The whole thing's really works. It really looks good. And one other quick thing I'll say is right at the beginning here, this is really cool. These 7 characters here, these 4 here, and then these 3 here. I don't know if, for example, I don't know if these are supposed to be the same character. Maybe that's Sett and that's Sett. I don't know if this is another version of Sett as well. and maybe these are as well. But either way, they all look cool. I love the design actually of all of these characters. They look really good. I mean, look at that one. Wow, that one looks so cool as well. Anyways, really good start. So let's move on to the bio. Right, let's go. So this is Sett the Boss. Yeah, this is really cool. I mentioned before, I really do like this actual image as well. So let's start. So it says here, though now a powerful player in Iona's flourishing criminal underworld, Sett had humble origins. Born from an Ionian Vestaya and a Noxian human, the half-beast child was an outcast from the very start. Right, okay. His birth appalled his mother's Vestayan community, which expelled the family for violating its tribal norms. The humans of Iona were no more accepting of the taboo union, though Sett's father's infamy as a local pit fighter usually kept them from voicing their disapproval. Right, so we can see where obviously he gets his abilities and skills from. His father was a local pit fighter. That's probably how it all kicked off. What little security the family enjoyed vanished the day Sett's father disappeared. All of a sudden, those who had bitten their tongues at the sight of young Sett felt free to express their contempt. The boy was bewildered, wondering where his father had gone and why trouble suddenly seemed to be following him. Sett grew up quickly, becoming calloused in the face of the taunts and threats he endured. Before long, he began using his fists to silence the insults. When news of his fights reached his mother, she made him swear not to go near the Noxian pits where his father had fought. But the more Sett fought, the more he thought of his father. Yes, I wonder where his father's gone. We'll find out. Longing to find the man he only vaguely remembered, Sett snuck away to the pit late one night after his mother had gone to bed. Immediately he was enthralled by the spectacle. Scores of Noxian soldiers, fresh to the shores of Iona, roared with bloodlust from the stands around him. And this is the thing about Noxians. Noxians crave and love power. They love the strong, obviously dominating the weak, and obviously they must love Sett. Bloodlust for the strands around him. Down in the centre of the arena, fighters from all backgrounds and martial disciplines clashed in gruesome duels with a variety of weapons. The winners handsomely paid in Noxian coin. When the event was over, Sett inquired about his father and learned a hard truth. His father had brought out his contract and left to tour more profitable pits abroad. Alright, so basically left him. Thank you, Dad. He had deserted his family to seek fortune on the other side of the world. Burning with rage, Sett asked the arena's matchmaker for a fight, hoping that somehow his father would return from his tour and be the opponent standing across the pit from him. The matchmaker assigned the boy a fight on the next card, figuring he would be easy fodder for one of his star combatants. Sett would prove him wrong. From the moment he threw his first punch, the beast boy bastard. Ooh, that's a bit harsh. But I can see obviously how they're making that connection. The beast boy bastard was a pit fighting sensation. Though Sett had no formal martial arts training, his primal strength and ferocity more than compensated, and he levelled his more technically sound opponents like a battering ram. Never abandoning hope that he might one day fight his father, he soon became the undisputed king of the pit, with a swollen coffer of prize money and a trail of broken opponents to his name. Okay, let's hope one day he gets to fight his dad. I wonder if his dad's a champion as well. Night after night, Sett brought money and coffers, to his mother, always lying about how he had acquired them. It warmed his calloused heart to see her so proud of his success, no longer forced to toil at menial jobs. Still, Sett couldn't help but feel he could do better. Being the king of the pit was good, but being the person who owned the pit, that was where the real money was. True story. Late one night, after defending his title in front of a record-breaking crowd, Sett presented his new demands to the Noxian matchmaker and his cronies. I bet he says no. He suggested they grant him control of the arena and its revenue. When they refused, Sett barred the doors. Minutes later, the doors reopened and the Noxians emerged, badly maimed, with a message on their blooded lips. The half-beast was the new boss. Right, okay, there we go. With the promoters out of the picture, Sett took control of the pit he once fought in. Ionians who had only recently been conditioned for war flocked to the arena, paying to satisfy an urge they only now knew they possessed. Sett took full advantage of their newfound bloodlust, accumulating wealth and power beyond his wildest boyhood dreams, as he transformed the pit into the hub of an underground empire of gambling and vice. The half-beast who reigns supreme in the pit now runs his illicit enterprises with the same iron fist. Anytime someone challenges his authority, he personally reminds them where they stand. Ooh. Every punch Sett throws is a blow to his old life and of poverty and ostracism, and he intends to make sure that old life stays down. Right, that's really good. That's really good. And I like how it shows there through this little bio as well, how because of the struggles he had as a child from the very beginning, and then the struggles he had because of the person he obviously looked up to, his father left him, he became the person that he is today. He was calloused in terms of his mind and also in terms of his abilities as well. And we can see obviously where he started to get the initial skills from his dad as a pit fighter. And it looks like he's obviously taken it to the next level. But yeah, one thing I'm wondering is, I wonder if he ever actually gets to meet his dad again, fight his dad, and also if his dad's maybe some kind of champion in League as well. We'll find out. Right, okay, so that was really good. So now I'm going to move on to his voice lines.
Listen, my mama don't need to know about any of this. Okay? 5 versus 5? What kind of sicko is running this rumble?
See, already the first line about him saying his mother doesn't need to know anything about this, that obviously ties in now, because I've read the bio, I understand a little bit more about that line, that obviously from the very beginning he wanted to protect his mother, he didn't want to upset his mother, so he hid obviously what he did at the very beginning as being a pit fighter and bringing money back into the family. And I imagine as well he probably cared for his mother even more after he realised that his father abandoned both of them.
Hey, is there a doctor on hand? Asking for my opponents. The boss is here. Hold your applause. Seriously, be quiet. Wait, hold up. Are we getting paid for this? Okay, everyone here knows how to throw a punch, right? So I don't have time for lessons. Listen up. If any of you don't die out there, I might have work for you. I used to risk my neck in the pit making someone else rich. Now, we do it the other way around. I like that better. Yeah,
and once again that makes sense as well. And I like it showed that not only did he then become the champion of the pit, he realised that people were always trying to obviously take advantage of him, and it was about time that he obviously flipped that script as well. So
they called me Sett the Beast Boy Bastard. Now it's Sett the Beast Man Bastard.
Owns it.
When you're on top, there's always some chump trying to drag you down, pulling at your feet, scuffing up your nice shoes. They say you learn a lot from a beating. If that's true, I've made the whole world smarter. I remember my first fight. I ran home crying to Mama. She wiped my tears with her claws. A wise master once said, "Be like water."
Wow.
Guess I'm kind of a tsunami. Looks like I brought my fists to a knife fight. Honestly, I feel bad for the knives.
The guy's got swag, hasn't he? I like him. I'm liking this guy already. So he's got swag. He's got so much swag and confidence. No, I like that.
All words are fighting words. All men want to be me. Too bad they ain't me. Violence is my business, and business is booming. Who's looking to lose a fight today? Oh, the line of people trying to take me down just ain't long enough. People say they don't like violence, but they all watch.
True.
Everyone loses. Well, almost everyone. Everyone's got a plan, till they get slammed into the ground. Nothing I hate more than people with sleeves. Nothing people hate more than a guy who makes something of himself.
True.
It's all fun and games till someone gets their face caved in.
That reminds me of a quote from Tyson, doesn't it? Everybody has a plan until they get boxed in the face. Mike Tyson said that, I think.
I don't like hurting people. I like the money I get from hurting people. Too hairy for humans, too smooth for Vistaya. What are you gonna do? Mama always said I had her temper. If I ever find my old man, well, I hope he's been training. Must be a fight brewing. My fur just stood up. If anyone's watching this fight, they owe me money. Technique is for lightweights.
Wow.
I ain't no half-breed. I'm a full breed, and I'm the only one. You swing on the boss, You better not miss. Every single one of them thinks they're the one to beat me. Okay. Being the boss is a lot better than not being the boss. Probably shouldn't have worn my nice pants to this. My coat cost more than this whole damn place. Ionia. Place was so damn quiet before I came along. Some beatings you just gotta do yourself. I don't bother with jabs. If you're throwing, throw it hard. No tapping out in my pit. Only thing an honest living makes you is broke. They call me a thug. I call me an entrepreneur. The cracking of bones is the clinking of coins. You know, you don't really know someone until you fought them to the death. Somewhere out there's a demand that needs supplying. Glad I don't have to fight me. Ugh. Hey, anyone know whose teeth are stuck in my knuckles? Hey, Bill Drat. You seen my pop? He'd be a scumbag like you.
Ooh.
Look at that face. It's just screaming, punch me. Welcome to my show. If you live, I'll have you back. My old man ran off. You'd be smart to do the same. You got guts. Too bad I gotta put my fist through them. I ain't never lost.
Wow.
You know that, right?
Actually, he must have lost once. He must have lost it. He must have lost at least once, hasn't he? Yeah. I wonder how many times he actually has lost. He said at the beginning, didn't he, that he went back to his mum crying the first time and she wiped his tears with claws. I wonder how many times he's lost. Probably not too many.
You're the #1 contender? I must have really cleaned out the division. If you even dream of whooping me, you better wake up and apologize. To be the boss, you gotta beat the boss. I don't see you being the boss. I ain't about to lose to that. Look sharp, meat. You're in the main event now.
Meat.
You know the deal, Noxus. Stay out of my business, and I stay out of yours. Hey, you're Noxian, just like my pa. I'll try not to hold it against you. You Noxians ain't all bad. You ain't all good either. You Noxians may have started the fight pits, but I damn sure perfected them. Look at you, old blood Vestaya. You too good for me? Huh? You know, my mom's a Vestaya. That's the only reason I ain't stomped you yet. You're about to see my humans.
You're wondering as well. I wonder if I mentioned about his dad. I wonder if his mum's a champion as well. I'm gonna find that out as well. I'm gonna find out if his mum and or his dad are champions in league.
Side, the part that ain't so nice. Yeah, that's what I do. Nope, not a contender. Ooh, you should get some ice on that. Get him off my floor. Get that money.
Get that money.
You might want to stay down. That's a KD. Knocked dead.
Not dead.
You ain't the one. You missed. That's a concussion. Look out! There's a new boss round here. Someone get the cart. Hold up. Gotta ice the knuckles. Pause the fight. I forgot to stretch. Don't want to pull nothing. Be right back. Gotta check on some, legitimate business. Little break between rounds, then come out swinging. You know, life's really all about the quiet time between beatdowns. Things I love. My mama, breaking necks, and fine Ionian silk.
Okay.
It ain't how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you get back up.
Rocket.
Oh, I almost felt that one. Oh, great. Did that leave a mark? So, that's losing, huh? Not my favorite thing. Ain't even thinking about throwing in the towel. Well, when life gives you lemons, punch life in the throat. All right, I'm warmed up now. Anyone wants a piece of me, line form's right here. You think I got where I am by listening to people? It's easy to talk big when you still got all your teeth.
Savage. I like these talk responses as well. But I'll quickly pause here because I want to ask another question. I wonder who this guy is. I'm going to try and find out who this guy is in the background as well. And this lady here as well. I wonder who these two are. I'm presuming these two are going to both be champions. But yeah, clearly obviously connected to Sett in some way. I'm gonna find out. Maybe I actually might do a actual spotlight and video on one of these two maybe next as well.
Love you, Ma. See you tomorrow. Mwah. Now for the finish! Going for a ride!
Ultimate ability.
And slam! This is gonna hurt! Play nice! Busting heads! Face breaker!
Face breaker.
483 and 1 low blow. I want a rematch. Good fight. Wait, really? Sorry, Ma. Tell Ma they started it. Tell my pa I hate him. Nothing personal. You're in my pit now. Only one of us is leaving. What'd you say about my mama? You wanna go? Let's throw down.
Let's go.
You got nerve. What you got? Tuck that chin, boss. Better keep those hands up. Let's get to work. Sup, meat? Bring the ruckus.
What?
Let's give him a show. Guess it's on. This is the part where you bleed. Time for a chin check.
Ooh.
Gotta put the stamp on him. Fist, meat face.
That's good. That last one was really good. So, let me go back actually. Out of all them voice lines, my favourite one. Let me show you my favourite one.
Up your nice shoes.
This one. This is my favourite one.
They say you learn a lot from a beating. If that's true, I've made the whole world smarter.
Really like that one. So basically it's saying he's battered everyone, okay? They say you learn a lot from a beating. If that's true, I've made the whole world smarter. Because the amount of people he's gone through, the amount of people he's beaten, it's so significant that in essence it might be everyone. He's never lost to anyone. He's beaten everyone. I like that. It's really, really good. And one other thing I'll quickly say as well is these two characters here, this guy and this girl here, I wonder who they are. I'm presuming they're both champions that obviously somehow are related to Sett, but I'm not quite sure how yet. So I'm probably going to actually have a look at these two and maybe do another video similar to what I'm doing on Sett now, or one of these two characters in the future as well. So yeah, so that was really good. Voicelines is really good. I love his swag. I love his swag and his confidence as well. So let me move on to the final one, which is going to be the Spotlight.
Sett is the boss, a self-made half-Vistayan, half-Noxian entrepreneur and fighter running Ionia's underground fighting pits.
Okay.
Not one to beat around the bush, Sett takes matters into his own hands, relying on his fists to get the job done. Setts get ready to rumble. Welcome to this.
Oh, didn't see that. So basically, chased down another character, past the turret, suplexed him, took him out, and he's just done it again there as well. Wow.
Sett Champion Spotlight.
Wow. Okay.
Sett's got two fists, so of course he's got two passives. First, Pit Grit grants him health regen that scales the more damage he takes, so he can take hit after hit. Second, Sett's basic attacks alternate between his left and right hands. A left punch deals normal damage, and a right punch comes out faster and deals more damage.
Wow.
Talk about a mean right hook. With Knuckle Down...
Oh, hold on a second. He seems OP already. He's got two passives. So the first passive is the more damage he takes, the more he regenerates his health. And the second one, he's got a left-right, with his right being faster and stronger. I love the attention to detail. I love how they are tying, how League are tying this in with his character. So, obviously, he's a boxer, and I love how they're showing that he's got a stronger right hand as well. Yeah, cool. So far, he seems OP.
That briefly fires up his movement speed when running toward enemies. His next two basic attacks then deal additional damage. Use your Q to reset your auto attack, giving you the chance to combo with a flurry of punches, up to 4 times in rapid succession. Left, right, Q,
Wow.
left, right, again. Sett's W is Haymaker. He passively stores damage he takes as Grit, which decays after a short amount of time. When activated after a brief windup, Haymaker lets loose a giant punch that expends all his grit, dealing true damage to enemies in the center and physical damage to enemies on the sides. You could say it's a full grit punch! He simultaneously gets a rapidly decaying shield equal to the grit expended. And
wow.
His grit, it's over 90%! What, 90%? Yes, 90%!
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
Super
When
Saiyan.
Sett's grit hits 90% or higher, expect some visual flair from the boss to show off just how charged up he is for a fight.
Let's go.
Are we doing this thing, or should we come back in a few episodes?
Wow.
He's krilling it. Sett's really been eating his Vegetables. And his Kakarot's.
I see what you're doing there.
All right. Go cool off for a bit. Sett's E, Facebreaker, grabs enemies on either side of him and smashes them into each other, dealing damage and stunning them. If enemies are only on one side, Facebreaker deals damage but slows them instead. Facebreaker works on enemy champions, minions, and monsters. Now kiss.
Yeah, he's OP. He's OP. His abilities are on point. Wow.
Sett's ultimate is Showstopper.
Right, this
Sett grabs
one.
the target enemy champion and slams them down,
Wow.
dealing damage to the target and slowing all nearby enemies. The closer bystanders are to the impact zone, the more damage they take. If the grappled target had any bonus health, Sett deals a large portion of it as additional damage. When it comes to the ult, leave the small fries and go after the big contenders with Showstopper to deal the most damage.
Yeah, see, this is what I love. This is what I love about League. How they're tying in his abilities with his character. You know, obviously when I was reading his bio, that's the type of person he is, isn't he? He ain't gonna go after the small fry, the people he thinks aren't a threat. He wants to know who's the biggest in the room, who thinks they can beat me. I'm going after you. And I love how they translate that into the game, where obviously if you go after someone who's got more health, a bigger, maybe a tankier opponent, you actually deal more damage. I love how League have done that.
Sett can style and swag up Showstopper in different ways.
Wow. Okay.
Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. All right. Being the boss is all about getting set up for a good fight. Positioning and spacing is key. Sett has to be close enough that he can sprint in with
Wow.
knuckle down for a 1-2 punch, or position around the minions to wombo a larger combo, grabbing minions and the opponent for a big stun and bigger damage. If his footwork is off, he whiffs his combo and gets punished. Sett's ult comes in handy with junglers who want to try their luck ganking,
Wow.
or make him talk to a wall for attempting to steal Baron.
Make him talk to a wall. Good.
For a truly GOAT and Vestayan play, stun tanky enemies with Showstopper, crashing them into the enemy AD carry. Then bash them together with Facebreaker, use the grit you've stored up to serve a giant haymaker, and pummel them with knuckle down. It's punches all the way down.
Yep, get Thresh. Get him. Good lad.
We've hit the end of this spotlight. Float like a speedy butterfly towards your opponents, and sting like a boss bee for the old 1-2. If you're waiting for a finishing punchline, that was it.
Wow, that was really good. That last shot there as well. I wonder, that'd be actually quite an interesting fight, wouldn't it, between Sett and Pantheon. That'd be interesting to see who would win. Anyways, that was really, really good. The first thing I'll say is looking at his abilities and his passives. It seems so OP, doesn't it? He's got two passives that are both on point, and then his abilities are really, really good as well. But what I'll say is I love how League have been able to put so much detail into every single character, and this obviously Sett is a good example of that as well. How they've used his traits and characteristics in his bio in the actual game as well. So they'll obviously use his left-right combination. I love how he's got this grit. He builds up this grit, which obviously we know he had when he was younger, and how he became the person he is today. I love how he uses this grit to use his haymaker, which is really cool. And also how when he uses his special move, the Showstopper, it deals more damage if he takes out someone who's got more health, and that ties in nicely as well. He's always going after the biggest threat. He's always going after the biggest guy in the room. So I love how they do that. And also one last thing, how it mentioned, did it mention that I think that there's 4 different versions of the actual haymaker as well, not haymaker, Showstopper as well. So I really like the attention to detail that League put into every single character. It's so thoughtful, and I really do like that as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here today, guys, in this one. Hopefully you enjoyed my actual video on Sett and the breakdown of everything I've done for the character, and if you did, feel free to let me know. Feel free to comment, like, and maybe also subscribe for more content like this. I will be doing this every Tuesday. Now for next Tuesday, I'm not going to tell you, I've got a character in mind, I'm not going to tell you who it is. You'll just have to tune in next Tuesday, or technically maybe on Saturday you'll find out who that character is going to be. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I will see you in the next one.